Shame is a deeply human emotion, but also one of the most misunderstood. Here's a clear breakdown of what it is, why we feel it, how it works in the brain and body, and how to deal with it. Shame evolved as a social survival mechanism. It's an internal alarm system that tells us, you've done something that could get you rejected or excluded. Since humans have always needed groups to survive, being accepted mattered a lot. Shame usually arises when we violate social norms, when we fail to meet our own or others' expectations, or when we believe something is wrong with who we are, not just what we did. Unlike guilt, which says I did something bad, shame says I am bad. Please like, share and subscribe. Shame is both emotional and physical. So let's talk about the brain regions involved in shame. The prefrontal cortex helps us with self-reflection. Then there's the amygdala, which handles our threat response and fear. The insula is all about our awareness of the body and those inner states. And of course the default mode network, which is pretty much responsible for self-focused thinking. Now the physical signs of shame can be, well, pretty noticeable. You might feel a hot face or see red cheeks. There's often this urge to hide or shrink away. Some people feel tension in their chest or stomach, and honestly, avoidance or even isolation is really common. It's like experiencing a full-body freeze and collapse at the same time, a sort of social pain response. It can be both. Okay, so let's talk about the potential benefits of shame. When it's managed well, shame can actually promote empathy and moral growth. It helps us conform to important social values and, it can motivate change and self-awareness. But on the flip side, there are some real harms when shame becomes excessive or toxic. It can lead to low self-worth and depression. Honestly, it also fuels anxiety, addiction, perfectionism, and eating disorders. Excessive shame inhibits vulnerability and connection, and sometimes, it can even be used to control or manipulate others. The first step is to name it. Practice self-compassion. Speak to yourself like you would to a friend. You made a mistake, but you're still worthy. Challenge shame-based beliefs. Ask yourself, is this true? Who told me this? Would I say this to someone else? So try using body-based practices. Breathwork, grounding, and movement or yoga can really make a difference. These approaches help release the physical tension that shame tends to create in our bodies. Therapy can be incredibly helpful, especially trauma-informed therapy or approaches like IFS and EMDR. This is especially important if your shame is rooted in childhood experiences or, abuse. Shame is, natural and sometimes even helpful, but having too much of it can definitely damage your mental and emotional health. Learning to notice, name, and nurture yourself through shame is really the key to reducing its power. The goal isn't to eliminate shame completely. It's to understand and regulate it, so it doesn't end up running your life. Please like, share, and subscribe.